Please read the disclaimer. Hello, beautiful people. Shalom, moneymakers. We're going to talk about XRP, about the crypto market. Yes, it's been 5 years since the SEC came after Ripple and XRP. We'll talk about that. We got lots of news, what Trump is going to decide in January, all the latest and the greatest. All I ask from you is that you give me a beautiful smile to send out those good vibes. Smash that like button and let's get into it. Currently, XRP is sitting at $1.93, up 0.5% on the day. Bitcoin almost at 90,000. It was over 90,000, but has pulled back a little bit in the past few hours. Ethereum, once again, over $3,000. And the stock market is in the green today. So we're starting out the week with a green. So far, there hasn't been real shenanigans in the crypto market. Meaning we haven't seen the some 10 o'clock, 10 a.m. sell-off or anything like that. We did open up the morning with Japan's 10-year government bonds surging to a record 2%, 2.1%, now up 100 basis points in 2025. So the Japan situation is getting worse, right? As they raise rates and they pump money into the markets, their 10-year bonds are going up. So far, the markets aren't reacting poorly to this information. And remember, we were selling off into their Fed decision if they were going to raise interest rates. So that is gone, and now we'll see potentially where the market goes from here. It will be very interesting to see how this plays out. Okay. In Hong Kong, Hong Kong Insurance Authority to allow crypto investments. The Hong Kong Insurance Authority plans to allow insurers to invest in crypto with 100% risk charge on crypto assets and fiat-based charges for stablecoins, as per Bloomberg. So again, around the world, we're continuing to see more and more institutions are adapting crypto, are getting warmer to crypto. And as we go forward and tokenization becomes a thing, there's already talk about, the stock market totally being tokenized. We'll have soon real estate potentially tokenized and everything around that. The more things that are blockchain related, stablecoin related, the more people will have a taste of the crypto market, the better, right? They won't be so afraid of it. It won't look to them like a foreign thing. Same thing, happened back in the day with the internet. Someone, maybe suddenly they had email or suddenly they had something, right? And then so they started using maybe a browser, or they started using this or that, or and that was the gateway into using the internet, to create memes and stuff like that. And adult stuff maybe. But that was the first thing. So we'll see how that plays out. Trump Media just bought 40 million worth of Bitcoin, continuing to add to their position. Also, Michael Saylor and Strategy also announced that they are purchasing more. Michael Saylor continues to accumulate Bitcoin throughout the market volatility, viewing every dip as an opportunity to dollar cost average. I don't think he's viewing that, actually. I think he buys when he can buy. And if it's up or down or sideways, he keeps buying, right? So, yes, the market continues to go down, but he keeps buying. And that's his tactic. That's his strategy. And that's the company's strategy, right? And he'll continue to do it. And again, every person has their opinion. Every person has their tactic. Of course, this video is for educational purpose, for entertainment purposes only, not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence before you decide to invest. Very, very important. Again, every single person has the way that they decide to go at the market and invest in the market and try to figure out the market. Sometimes you'll be right. Sometimes you'll be wrong along the way. That's just how it is. Okay. You have to remember that. Even the best investors, the best traders, they make mistakes, they have bad trades, and the key is to not let that one bad trade make everything go sideways, right? Interestingly, here for XRP on the 4-hour chart, we could be seeing a crossover here on the 1348 EMA on the 4-hour chart. So that could be very interesting. We have had crossovers, but hasn't really had momentum in the past. On the daily, we're still kind of far away. Remember, we did have a crossover on the weekly for a sell after a very long time, but doesn't mean that we are going to see a significant sell-off just because, right here we had a sell and then there was that buy. But again, this was an event base where Trump won the election and then the market started going up. So when was the last time Bitcoin had one? Here, and then it sold off significantly, and we got the sell there. This is why a lot of people are looking at the market and thinking that potentially we could go down here to the 70s, even the 60s, and that's why people are freaking out a little bit because it doesn't these kinds of sell orders don't come often, and the only real time that we've had in the past where it was like sell buy was around the pandemic, right? And since then we really hadn't. When we had the sell here, it sold off about 60% following that. So again, that's why a lot of people are freaking out about what's happening about 2026. But listen, 2025 was very weird and very strange, and it ended on a sour note. And we'll have to see how 2026 plays out. When we're going into 2026, listen, we have a pro SEC chairman. We have now a pro CFTC chairman, right? Mike Selig was confirmed, right? So he's now the CFTC chairman. And potentially, right, President Trump is going to name the new Fed chair to replace Jerome Powell. He's doing a lot of fouls by the first week of January 2026. And so potentially we could have a pro-crypto president, pro-crypto SEC chairman, pro-crypto CFTC chairman, and pro-crypto Fed chairman going into 2026. So to think that people are going to start selling their crypto now for the long term, it's kind of funny to me, right? But this is how the markets work. This is how the markets react. And again, technical analysis indicators, they don't give us every single time the exact direction. Sometimes they are right, sometimes they are wrong. And we need to take into consideration all the possibilities that will happen. Of course, if the new Fed chairman is decided on, and let's say he's only coming in at a later date, but we know that he's already told the president that he's going to start reducing interest rates, the market might pre-react to that, pre-run, right, and have a buy the rumor, sell the news type of action on that into the decision, right? Maybe the decision is a year away, but the fact that they know that this is going to start happening will make investors go into positions a lot before that happens because they're looking long term, right? This is how usually retail comes towards the top because retailer usually doesn't know what's happening and they don't know what's going on. And the people that this is their job, they know because they research and they read the articles and they watch the videos and they know what's happening, right? So you have a leg up on everybody else just because you're watching my videos, of course. If you, by the way, if you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, people are saying that you're not seeing my videos recently. So the best way to do that is to subscribe to the channel. Have me on your subscription page, and then you see me every single day. You just go to your subscription page. I'm there. And the best thing is to ring the bell. So you'll get a notification to your phone when a new video drops and you don't miss out on the news. And drop a comment, 8 for Infinity and beyond. Smash the like button. Of course, check out the links in the description down below. Also, remember that I will never contact you on social media asking you to sign up to anything or to send me any money. Those are scammers. Please be very careful out there. Okay. So we're getting close to Christmas. So if you're celebrating Christmas and you're already kind of in a Christmas mind, happy Christmas, Merry Christmas. It's the most wonderful time of the year. I really enjoy when I was in the US for a while in Christmas time. I really enjoyed the pageantry around it. You get it here, like in cities that there's more of a Christian population. But just the snow, I think the snow is what really makes it different. I know that in the southern part of the US, you don't get snow, but still, I enjoyed it. I was in a few places that had snow, so I enjoyed that experience. By the way, if you didn't notice, actually 5 years ago, the SEC launched its lawsuit against Ripple. And Reese says here, I remember it as if it was yesterday. 5 years. Wow. I thought about this. Have my channel already 5 years. It's a long time. And moreover, I thought about it. I was a software developer for about 6 years. And now I'm almost on YouTube as the same amount of time, which is kind of wild. It flew past really fast. It flew by really fast. Just thinking about all that has happened, and Ripple. Fast forward to now, we didn't just survive; we built and grew exponentially through it. The future has never looked brighter, not just for Ripple, but for the entire industry. And I also want to thank you. I wouldn't be here 5 years doing YouTube without you, talking about XRP, talking about the crypto market. So I really appreciate everybody. And I wanted to say thank you for being with me. There's been ups and downs, rough times, great times. Personally, for me, the markets as well. So I just wanted to say thank you to all. And thank you for watching, and I hope to see you next time.